Access Consumption Fund. Will investing in this fund help you build your wealth creation journey in the long term or not? Let us find out through an in-depth analysis in this video. Hi, welcome to holisticinvestment.in. We help individual investors like you to take the right financial and investment decisions to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Now, before analyzing whether Access Consumption Fund NFO will be a better fit for our investment portfolio or not, let us first understand a few basic details about this NFO. So as an NFO, it opens on 23rd August 2024 and is open until 6th September 2024. And some of its key features are: it belongs to the category of thematic equity scheme of consumption, and it is an open-ended fund type, and it has Nifty India Consumption TRI as its benchmark index. And the minimum amount you need to start investing in this NFO is just 100 rupees. And the fund managers for this NFO are Mr. Hitesh Das and Mr. Shreyash Devalkar. And the exit load for this NFO is 1%, which will be charged if you redeem it within 12 months of investing in this NFO. And the investment philosophy and the investment objective of this fund is it aims to invest in opportunities across the consumption theme. So the investment objective is to provide investors like you with opportunities for long-term capital appreciation by investing in equity and equity-related instruments of companies following the consumption theme and consumption-related sector or allied sectors. So this might be suitable for an aggressive investor who are bullish on the consumption theme and consumption related sector and allied sectors. Now, as we have understood a few basic details about this NFO, let us analyze whether this will be a good fit to invest in our investment portfolio by analyzing its pros and cons of investing in this NFO. So first, let's take a look at the pros. As this fund is diversified amongst the top performing companies following consumption theme and consumption related sector or allied sectors, it might be a good advantage for an investor like us, especially for an investor who is seeking for allocation to the consumption theme. And if this consumption theme performs highly and delivers well in the market, it will definitely boost the overall return in your investment portfolio. So as an equity NFO, it also applies the high risk and high return concept. So the higher risk you take by investing in this NFO, the higher return you can potentially get. So as it involves high risk, it might be suitable for an aggressive investor who are bullish on the consumption theme. So these are some of the pros, that means advantages of investing in this NFO. Now let's take a look at the cons of investing in this NFO. So as I have already said, this is an equity related NFO. So this fund option might be riskier for a short term investor, because in a short term period, investing in an equity related instrument is riskier because market cycle would also get highly unpredictable in a short term period. If you invest in a long term period like 7 to 10 years, the market cycle would also get completed, and you will have the potential to gain a little bit more stable returns and less volatile returns. But in a short term period, the market will be highly unpredictable, where it will go through a period of giving you high returns one time and low returns at a point, and even negative returns. So it's better if you do not invest in it, if you're only choosing to invest in it to achieve your short-term financial goals. So if you're a short-term investor, it's better to avoid this NFO as it can turn riskier for you. And also, as this is an NFO and we still do not know how it's going to perform in the market, so this fund might not be suitable to add to your core investment portfolio, because without properly analyzing, and especially as a thematic fund like this, we do not know how and when it will perform poorly. So without concrete proof or without a proper analysis of this NFO, if you choose to add it to a core portfolio, it will definitely impact the returns in our investment portfolio as well. Because just because this consumption theme is performing well in the market right now doesn't mean that all great themes will translate into stock market returns. So if you choose to add this to your investment portfolio, you might overexpose your portfolio to negative triggers. Also, As an NFO, it is not flexible and dynamic as compared to your other diversified funds. So it can even add more volatility to your investment portfolio because it highly only invests in consumption theme. It has high concentration risk. So if this consumption theme underperforms in the market, that will also definitely impact the returns in your overall portfolio. So for a thematic fund like this, the timing and circle of competence should be on your side. So you need to consider all these cons, which is definitely revealing you the potential risk you might be undertaking by choosing to invest in this fund, and carefully go through it and then decide to invest in this fund. So at last, what is the final takeaway from our analysis? As we can see, this is not a beginner friendly fund to invest. So as a first time investor, even if you're a conservative investor who's not willing to take much risk, then you should definitely avoid investing in this fund, especially when it's an NFO. If you still want to invest in a consumption thematic fund, there are other existing consumption thematic funds out there in the market with a proper track record where you can analyze and see whether it will be a good fit for you or not. Here, the lack of research, the lack of portfolio makes it hard to invest in it. So it's better to be avoided. Also, if you want to invest in this fund and add it to your core investment portfolio, it's not suitable to add to your core investment portfolio because we are investing in our core investment portfolio to achieve our main financial goals. So if you choose to add this to a core portfolio without a proper analysis of this, as there is a lack of research in it, definitely without the proper track record, if it performs poorly, it will definitely impact the returns we get in an investment portfolio, which will impact our journey to achieving our financial goals, as we have previously mentioned. So if you still want to invest in it, it's better if you invest through, if you have surplus money and you want to invest in it and you just want to see that whether this fund will, how this fund will perform or not. If you want invest for an experimental basis, on a trial basis, and you have surplus money, then you can invest it through a satellite portfolio rather than your core investment portfolio. Just for an experimental basis, you can do with a minimum investment. Like for this fund, the minimum investment amount is 100 rupees. You can try to first invest in it with a minimum investment like that. Also, if you do not know when to enter and exit from a consumption thematic fund like this, it's better if you do not enter at all, because you need to have a sufficient amount of knowledge of the market and the market timing to know when to enter and exit to gain the potential gains from this kind of thematic NFO. So if you do not have that kind of knowledge, it's better if you avoid investing in this fund, as this might not be suitable for you. So if you want to know whether this will be a good fit for you or not, definitely depends on the type of investor you are and what kind of risk profile you have, how much risk you can tolerate, and what is the time horizon you have for to achieve your financial goals. Many factors get factored into while deciding whether this fund will be suitable to invest or not. So if you're still having doubts, or if you think you do not have the time to research or the sufficient knowledge to know which one will be suitable for you or not, you can definitely consult with a certified financial planner, because as a professional, they will be able to look for the suitability of your investment objective and the risk profile and the overlap ratio between your investment portfolio and the investment portfolio of the fund you want to invest in, and what kind of allocation you need to give to this funds, and even more. They will look at all possible angles to give you the best kind of financial plan to, and personalize it according to your needs to help you achieve your financial goals in a more better and faster way. So definitely involving a professional will help you in the long term very well, and it's definitely a good decision for a more better financial future. And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.